Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to a new episode of Games and Names. And in this special episode, we feature the strength and conditioning specialist for Egypt's national table tennis team, Dr. Mohammed Sayed. So let's get to watch together this special episode and this distinct star guest. Physical fitness is a state of health and well-being and, more specifically, the ability to perform aspects of sports, occupations, and daily activities. Physical fitness is generally achieved through proper nutrition, moderate, vigorous physical exercise, and sufficient rest, along with a formal recovery plan. Before the Industrial Revolution, fitness was defined as the capacity to carry out the day's activities without undue fatigue or lethargy. However, with automation and changes in lifestyles, physical fitness is now considered a measure of the body's ability to function efficiently and effectively in work and leisure activities, to be healthy, to resist hypokinetic diseases, improve the immune system, and meet emergency situations. Fitness is defined as the quality or state of being fit and healthy. Around 1950, perhaps consistent with the Industrial Revolution and the treaties of World War II, the term fitness increased in Western vernacular by a factor of 10. The modern definition of fitness describes either a person or machine's ability to perform a specific function, or a holistic definition of human adaptability to cope with various situations. This has led to an interrelation of human fitness and physical attractiveness that has mobilized global fitness and fitness equipment industries. Regarding specific function, fitness is attributed to persons who possess significant aerobic or anaerobic ability. A well-rounded fitness program improves a person in all aspects of fitness compared to practicing only one, such as only cardio-respiratory or only weight training. A comprehensive fitness program tailored to an individual typically focuses on one or more specific skills and on age or health-related needs, such as bone health. Many sources also cite mental, social, and emotional health as an important part of overall fitness. This is often presented in textbooks as a triangle made up of 3 points, which represent physical, emotional, and mental fitness. Physical fitness has been shown to have benefits in preventing ill health and assisting recovery from injury or illness. Along with the physical health benefits of fitness, it has also shown to have a positive impact on mental health, as well as assisting in treating anxiety and depression. Physical fitness can also prevent or treat many other chronic health conditions brought on by unhealthy lifestyle or aging, as well as, and has been listed frequently as one of the most popular advantages, self-care therapies. Working out can also help some people sleep better by building up sleeping pressure and possibly alleviate some mood disorders in certain individuals. Developing research has demonstrated that many of the benefits of exercise are mediated through the role of skeletal muscle as an endocrine organ. That is, contracting muscles release multiple substances known as myokines, which promote the growth of new tissue, repair, and various anti-inflammatory functions, which in turn reduce the risk of developing various inflammatory diseases.
كابتن محمد السيد بكالوريوس تربية رياضية.
My name is Mohammed Sayed. I have a Bachelor of Physical Education, Department of Track and Field, and also a Master's in the field. I started practicing sport when I was only 4 years of age. I first played the martial art of karate before focusing on athletics or track and field. I'm now 39 years of age, and I currently work as the strength and conditioning specialist or the physical trainer for and planner for Egypt's national table tennis team. And I supervise the development of superstar Hannah Gouda since she was only 7. And in karate, I oversaw the development of world champion Youssef Ahmed and world number 2 Minna Shaban. I have a number of kata players who train with me, and earlier in my career, I coached Noha Yusri in the 2008 Olympic Games, of course, in the sport of table tennis as a strength and conditioning specialist. I'm part of the Fitness Olympia program, and we have academies that oversee the development of a number of athletes in different sports across the board in Egypt.
طبعا بالنسبة للأحمال البدنية.
When I first got into the field of physical trainer or strength and conditioning specialist, the job was relatively new in Egypt. That was back in 2005. But fortunately, in the past few years, finally, the sports community in Egypt has gotten accustomed to that very important role of physical trainer or strength and conditioning specialist, and the fact that the number one sport in Egypt, soccer or football, and its teams have numerous physical trainers or strength and conditioning specialists helped really in that regard. As a strength and conditioning specialist, you have to know a lot about many sciences, physiology, nutrition, mechanics, psychology, the science of measurements, and others. Of course, the preparation of athletes depends on a lot of factors regarding their age, their weight, their gender, and whether they are in the middle of a tournament or in the off season or preparing for championships.
طبعا الكروس فيت طبعا من الحاجات الجميله اللي انتشرت في مصر دلوقتي.
CrossFit now is very well spread in Egypt. I really support it and encourage all athletes to take up CrossFit. And the great thing about CrossFit is that it can be practiced in open air and also inside gymnasiums. And it allows for you to stay away from substances that enhance the performance. And you could take up CrossFit in an attempt to lose weight because you want to improve your skills in your own sport. There are, of course, aerobic and anaerobic exercises. I believe that CrossFit suits teenagers and really all sports. And personally, as a specialist in strengthening and conditioning for athletes, I believe that CrossFit really helps. And of course, we design different programs according to the sport that the male or female athlete practices and according to their age. For instance, table tennis needs quick reflexes, a very fast reaction, because we need to be very powerful and hit the ball strongly in the shortest of distances and switch from forehand to backhand. So reflexes and reaction exercises are the key there. In karate, we focus on footwork and agility and elasticity. In track and field, we focus on endurance in the long distances, and we focus on power in the short distances, like the 100 meters. In judo, naturally, we focus on strength, on power, and I've had the privilege of training national team players in the sport of judo since the year 2005. So again, the strengthening and conditioning specialist is the leader of the group that includes the physical therapist, the nutritionist, and the psychologist, and works very closely with the coaches in different sports across the board.
ايام العاديه طبعا احنا خلصنا الموسم.
During the off season, of course, the training schedule differs. If you take, for example, a soccer or football player, we move him or her away from the sport they practice and make them, for instance, take up swimming, paddle tennis, running, and so on. And this is, of course, very different from the training schedule during the official season, because as we draw closer to the official season and tournaments and championships, we have specialized exercises, of course, concerned with the specific sport the athlete practices. As a strength and conditioning specialist, I have to know a lot about nutrition, about psychology, about the medical curing for athletes, and I lead this system, if I can say so. The strength and conditioning specialist leads the group of doctors, nutritionists, and psychologists taking care of the athlete. We are doing very well when it comes to preparing table tennis players here in Egypt. We had the World Championships recently held here in Cairo. We had a training camp for our national team at Cairo Stadium. And we prepared measurements and special programs for each individual male and female table tennis player, because after all, I mean, we knew that we're going to be facing the Chinese and Japanese ping pong players, so we had to be ready.
طبعا الكاراتيه عندنا في مصر احنا متصدرين، يعني احنا الحمد لله متصدرين ابطال العالم.
We have a very special status for our athletes in the sport of karate globally. We have a great karate system here in Egypt. We saw that in the past Summer Olympic Games in Tokyo, in Japan, and the results that were achieved there. Uh, I really wished that karate would stay on as an Olympic sport, but of course we know that it will not feature in the upcoming Summer Olympic Games in France because they have substituted it with break dancing. But we have reached really a status in karate here in Egypt that has surpassed the founding nation for that beautiful martial art. And Yusuf Ahmed, that world champion, trains with me. I also have Muhammad Salah in the 60 kilogram weight category, who also trains with me, and a number of other players. And I really want to salute the sports association here in Egypt, the Karate Association, and the prior ones as well that have laid ground for great success for Egypt in this sport. And I wish that other associations and federations overseeing other sports would follow the path of the Karate Association. Of course, my work as a strength and conditioning specialist differs when I deal with youngsters, with toddlers, and the focus with those young male and female athletes concerns the teaching of the specific skills of a certain sport, be it karate or table tennis or others, of course, and that is different from the physical preparation of bigger teenagers or bigger youth or seniors, where the focus is really on strength and endurance more than anything else. For the youngsters, we focus on teaching the skills, and we focus on agility and elasticity. And of course, there is a gradual uplift of weights or physical preparation.